Luxury watches are best for those that can afford them. As for the middle-class people who would rather purchase budget-friendly accessories, they don't bother about owning luxury goods. Today's influential people prefer budget watches to those that cost thousands of dollars. One of such masterpieces that has gained worldwide attention is the MoonSwatch, selling for a sum of $260. Why is it one of the most budget-friendly watches, and why are people ditching the likes of Rolex for it? All you need to know about this watch is detailed in the video, so don't move a morsel. MoonSwatch, an overview. MoonSwatch results from the collaboration between Omega and Swatch. This collection was released on March the 26th, 2022 and was sold out almost immediately. Its price was $260 and the collection had 11 different timepieces. It was inspired by the US Apollo space program of the 1960s and 70s and was manufactured to pay homage to the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch. This watch was first worn by astronauts on the mission to the moon. This collection is made from bioceramic, a material initially developed for space travel. Today, it is used across various industries and even in the medical field to bond broken bones. Each watch is named after a planet in our solar system. The full set of the watch comprises Earth, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Moon, Sun, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Mars, and Saturn. Of the 11 types made, the MoonWatch is the closest to the space race original. It has a steel grey finish, a 42mm case, and a black Velcro strap. Like the original, it has a hidden S for Speedmaster in the middle of the crystal glass. This watch was created for people interested in timepieces and space exploration, unlike the Omega that inspired it. This brand was launched in March 2022 and was only available in the Emirate and Dubai Mall. After its release, shoppers camped in front of Dubai stores and retail stores worldwide. In the UK, some stores were shut down for over 30 minutes because of overcrowding. In New York, there were uncontrollable queues. Due to the rush, the watches were sold for nearly 20 times their original cost. This leaves us wondering why this wristwatch is this hyped. Do you think it is worth the rush? Let's see what the experts had to say. Is MoonSwatch worth the hype? Hardly could anyone explain the rush after the MoonSwatch collection was released. This watch model saw the luxury and middle-class collaboration to create a trend of 11 colorful and affordable watches. The announcement sparked a frenzy among fans, especially those who couldn't afford the original piece. With the buzz generated by this watch series, the question on onlookers' mind is it worth the hype? People who purchased it during the rush adore their timepiece as it is lightweight and suitable for people who live in tropical climates. As for others who watched from a distance, they were not pleased by the invention. The fan took to social media to say he was disappointed because the watch left a blue stain on his wrist after hours of wearing it. He also claims that the straps would have been rubber. After this claim became widespread, a YouTuber was curious and wanted to try it for himself. He was also stained when the watch met with moisture. For those who can afford Speedmaster, you're not worried about whether the MoonSwatch exceeds expectations or not. For others who bought into the hype, this watch is the next big thing in the accessories market. It still has Speedmaster's iconic look and dimension, plus it is inspired by the main thing. To cap it all, it comes in rare colors. Unfortunately, the brand didn't expect the responses they got a few days after the customers thronged into the shops to purchase the latest wristwatch. Many customers ended up trading the watches for profit. Within 1 week, almost 2,000 watches were traded with the highest premiums in the watch category. A few days after its release, the average resale cost was $900, which is 250% above retail. The collaboration of both vast companies is one that history will never forget in a hurry. And yes, contemporary fashion encourages a blend of streetwear and luxury. We can all agree on one thing: we love collaborations, especially from our favorite brands. While Omega is one of the world's top luxury brands, Swatch has saved the Swiss watch industry from annihilation. So far, the Mission to the Moon version is the best collection, and Mission to Uranus is the most valuable piece. Swatch is third on stocks, coming behind only Casio and Apple. Why owning budget-friendly wristwatches are the new normal? Do people who purchase cheaper wristwatches miss out on future investment? Do you think spending on private jets, luxury cars, real estate or jewelry was better? Why would influential people like Barack Obama ditch all the luxury wristwatch brands and buy one that is a few $100s? Bill Gates doesn't care much about luxury wristwatches, as his Casio Duro is only $40. So here's why budget-friendly watches like MoonSwatch are here to stay. They are cool and affordable. We cannot help but admit that mid-range brands like Timex, Seiko and Swatch are beautiful and complement any outfit. Not only are their designs catchy, but they are also affordable. Studies show that affordable watches give the same feeling as luxury ones. You are confident, well-dressed, and feel good when you wear them. They are not the best investment. While you can invest in real estate and get nearly 100% in returns, the same cannot be said of luxury wristwatches. For instance, investing in a piece selling for $1 million does not guarantee that it would sell for higher a few months later. Of course, some brands appreciate over time, and people who bought into them rush into the market to sell to desperate buyers. We all know that the fashion market is driven by hype and fashion. This means that when a fashion piece is talked about often or subject to controversy, it would likely attract more buyers. Good investors dedicate quality time to studying the market and knowing when to buy luxury watches. They understand it is beyond design, beauty, and emotional worth. Fashion over clout. Most people would jump on offers from luxury brands because they want to show off. Why do we need a wristwatch in the first place other than to tell the time? Why spend thousands of dollars for a piece that does nothing more? We'll assume that people who buy into luxury are forced into it to gain societal acceptance. Come to think of it, why would anyone spend $250,000 on a Richard Mille when a MoonSwatch sells for $260? To top it all, the world of luxury is driven by inflation and unnecessary hype. Good investors prefer to invest in assets with higher chances of appreciation than anything else. Should we expect more watch brands to collaborate in the future? Collaboration is a powerful currency in the watch industry. Many other industries envy this one because its collaboration game is top-notch. Given that a wristwatch is a smaller piece of fashion than most fashion items, we say that collaborations bring out the best in those brands. These mergers blend worldviews into a single piece. It also helps to break into an audience who might not have considered owning a certain wristwatch. After their attention is captured, they move to purchase these wristwatches. The industry has top collaborations worthy of mention in this video. The first that caught our interest is the collaboration between Vivienne Westwood and Swatch. This partnership between British fashion designer Vivienne Westwood and Swatch was formed in 1992 and 1993. Westwood gave the watch a royal and playful makeover. The watch looks like a blend of a gold medal and a Pokemon ball. This collaboration was one of the most talked about at the time and laid the foundation for Omega X and Swatch. Gucci and Patek also captured the hearts of many buyers. The collaboration between an esports entertainment brand, Patek, and a luxury fashion house, Gucci. The limited edition featured Patek's logo and Gucci's monogram. This collection was announced in 2020 and it features a 40mm stainless steel case and rubber strap lit up by super luminova and provides light in the dark. With only 100 pieces produced, this watch could be sold at a higher value in the future. Other collaborations that shook the world were the Casio G-Shock and Honda Jet, Rolex and Daytona, Bremont and Jaguar, and Patek Philippe and Virgil Abloh. Conclusion: experts say that Omega's collaboration with Swatch has reintroduced the Swiss brand to the luxury conversation. It doesn't matter that the price does not compete with the high flyers in the game. The company has revived its name so much that customers who walk into stores looking for MoonSwatch end up checking other models. The company says its sales increased by almost 4% after the MoonSwatch release. If this is how far struggling brands can go to get the message out there, it's commendable. Hopefully, MoonSwatch returns online so buyers who can't access the accredited retail stores can enjoy luxury on a platter.